Students often have a lot of anxiety about using web pages in their essays. This is often because they are unsure about how credible what they read online really is, and often because they are unsure how to reference web pages, which are not as easy to categorize as other texts. While referencing web pages is relatively straightforward, there is no easy guide for discerning what websites are credible and which are not. Generally, I would advise students to only use web pages in their essays when they have no other option, and instead focus on published books and academic journals. However, if you are intent on using web pages, there are some things to look out for. Pay attention to the author to ensure you only reference experts or people with relevant qualifications or experience of your subject. I would avoid forums, unqualified blog posts, and lean more heavily towards recognised news outlets or the websites of legitimate historical organisations. Many academics warn against using Wikipedia. However, this can be seen as an oversimplification. While I would never advise directly referencing Wikipedia, many Wikipedia entries contain comprehensive reading lists that can point you in the direction of books and articles relevant to the subject. For the purposes of this demonstration, I will show you how to reference a 2019 Guardian article on the People's Republic of China and its relationship with historical memory in relation to the Tiananmen Square incident. The article appeared on the website of a credible newspaper and was written by qualified academics and journalists who have experience and expertise in the subject. Therefore, in my eyes at least, it falls within the bounds of acceptability for academic work. As with most footnote citations, we must first begin by creating a footnote and inputting the names of the authors in my preferred format. Following a comma, we must next input the title of the article in quotation marks. This must be followed by the name of the outlet or organisation in italics, as if it were the title of a book. We must follow the name of the outlet with the year in which the page was originally published online, in parentheses. Now we need to start thinking about how we can enable our reader to recreate our research and access the web page for themselves. The easiest way to do this is to provide a link to the page in the reference. You should provide a link following the year of publication in angled brackets. The use of angled brackets will differentiate the link from other information in the footnote. Finally, you will need to include the date you access the web page. This is necessary because web pages can be updated at any time with new information, so a record of your date of access can act as an insurance policy for you in case the information on the page later changes. This should be presented in squared brackets, again to differentiate this information. There is no need for page numbers, as web pages are self-contained. You should now have a completed footnote citation for a web page. As long as you followed this guide and remembered the crucial issues related to using web pages as sources, namely credibility and the importance of dates of access, you should feel comfortable using web pages in your essays. If there are any questions, please leave a comment or reach out to me on Twitter. If you require further assistance regarding academic writing, history lessons or English comprehension, you can find my tutoring profiles below.